What's going on, guys? Amazing White here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing the should you summon for red Derieri and green Derieri. So let's get into it. Alright, so as you guys know, the final boss Meliodas and Elizabeth is coming, and the main DPS unit for the fight is going to be red Derieri. So we're going to be going over her skills and then going over the green Derieri, and we're going to be going over if you guys should be summoning for these units. So let's get into it. Alright, so red Derieri is going to be a SSR rarity, a red attribute, and a demon race. So for her first skill, she's going to inflict damage equal to 600% of attack on one enemy on her level 3. So that's a really good skill. It's actually the same as the green counter Meliodas. So if you guys know him, he does the same skill as this Derieri. And for her second skill, she's going to increase her basic stats by 50% for 3 turns and gains evasion for 1 turn. So this is the same skill as the SR Aaron we have on global, right? Derieri actually had this skill on JP before SR Aaron, but on global, just because everyone knows how that skill works, it's going to be the same as the Aaron, right? For her ultimate, she inflicts amplified damage equal to 630% of attack on one enemy, and the multiplier can scale to 945% at 6 out of 6, which is really good. So you want to make sure you guys are getting dupes for her. For her commandment, she decreases the damage dealt by ranged attacks of allies and enemies in PvP by 35%. So this might have some viability in PvP. From what we've seen on JP, though, it doesn't have anything really insane for PvP viability. For her passive, she increases attack by 10% when the hero uses a skill. The buff goes away when no skills are used on the turn, limit 10 times. So as you guys can see from this, comboing the battle power passive with her basic stats increase and her amplify ultimate, which increases damage dealt by 30% per buff on self, this basically makes Derieri the ultimate nuking unit in the entire game. So red Derieri is going to be your unit you're going to be using for basically any single target nuke setup. So guild boss, any final bosses that needs single target nukes. So from what I'm seeing on JP, people are actually using red Derieri on the king final boss that returned first points, right? So that's how crazy she is. She's definitely like super insane. So that's the red Derieri. So we're gonna get into the green Derieri now. So this is the coin shop Derieri, just so you guys know. You can tell that is the coin shop version because it says elite demon, and the summonable version says the 10 commandments. So that's how you're gonna know the difference between the coin shop and the summonable. So the green Derieri is gonna be an SSR rarity attribute green, and her race is gonna be demon. So for her first skill, she's gonna inflict damage equal to 450% of attack on one enemy and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge. So if you guys don't know, this is the same skill as green Merlin. So if you've used green Merlin before, you'll definitely know this is the ult reduction skill she has. For her second skill, she's going to inflict damage equal to 300% of attack on all enemies and fills ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs on her level 3. So this is actually, I think this is unique to her, but I feel like there's another character that has this skill. But it's in the same vein as green Escanor, right? Where green Escanor he fills ultimate move gauge, but it's single target. This one's AoE and fills ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs. And then she has the same ultimate as the red Derieri, so the amplify 630% can scale to 945. Same commandment as always. And then for her passive, ultimate move gauge will not be filled when enemy moves skills. So this is like, this passive is kind of the opposite of what's his name, of Monspeed's commandment, right? Where Monspeed's commandment is you can only gain ultimate move gauge by actually moving your cards, right? You can't gain ultimate move gauge by attacking, right? So Derieri does the opposite. So that might be a strategy, honestly, to try Derieri with Monspeed on the team. That could actually work out for some PvP viability. So honestly, the green Derieri does look like she has some decent PvP viability just because of her skills, right? But we're gonna have to see in practice. Alright, so now that I went over both units, do I think you guys should be summoning on the banner? If you are free to play or a light spender, I'm gonna say skip the banner, and the reason for that is because you are gonna be missing out probably on the top 5% score in final boss Meliodas and Elizabeth, right? But you still will be able to do a decent amount. I'm gonna try my hardest to get top 5% with a green Jericho nuke setup, but we're gonna have to see, right? I'll see if I can build it out to a min-max setup and see if we can do it. But overall though, if you want to make it easy on yourself, then you're gonna have to summon for Derieri. But knowing that Lost Vein Meliodas might drop on the 6-month anniversary, and it's literally like about half a month away, right? That's only like a few weeks you have, right? So you honestly, at this point in the game, if you're a light spender or free to play, I would definitely say save for Lost Vein and just skip Derieri. And the thing is with Derieri too, you can actually just pick her up in the SSR tickets, right? The part 2 SSR tickets. So right after her banner leaves. So I'm thinking it's going to be about 2 weeks. 2 weeks after her banner, I think it's right when her banner leaves. she actually just gets added. So, and if the banner is 2 weeks long, then you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks, right? So if that's the case, then you can actually just summon for Derieri in the part 2 SSR tickets. So the only issue is you're not gonna be able to maybe hit the top 5% score in final boss Meliodas and Elizabeth. So that's the only issue. But your guild boss for your guild, just let them know you're gonna wait 2 weeks and pull her from the tickets, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's Derieri. And the thing is with Derieri, if they follow the same setup as JP with the banners, then she should actually be on Lost Vein Meliodas' banner. So if you did skip her and you plan on trying to pick her up, then you might be able to pick her up on that banner. For the green Derieri, she is the coin shop one, so honestly, like, you could just pick her up from the coin shop. And if you want to do some testing with her and Mons because of that passive, it's a possible setup that could work, right? You can make it so the enemy can't even get ultimate move gauge at all. That might be a cool strategy to set up. And green Derieri does look like she has some decent PvP viability, but I'm gonna say you guys skip the banner. If you're a whale, then obviously whale load. I would probably try and get her 6/6 if I was a whale, to be honest. I'd try and get her 6/6 on this banner if I was a whale, but anyone else, right, I would recommend you guys skip. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.